utility support, since they already have kind of the front line of the Orgren. They can also go for a frontline pick in the Clash lane as well. They can try and go for that. Interesting enough, they banned a lane for themselves, but again, it just gives Siang this Main pick, which again was such a huge factor in that first game with the split pushing that they were able to do with JR on the long and with also Main in the bot side of the map as well. So I think this is one thing that VKS need to adapt in this game. They need to be careful of the split pushing and kind of losing priority in these sides of the map.
Yes, it's all about keeping that eye on the Mayim, because like you were saying there, Stu, Siang's dominance around the map really dictated that last match against VKS. And it was pure, you just don't know where to look where this Siang was. He was either in the enemy jungle, he was either macro pushing down into the bot or the Clash lane. And it was just crazy how much control this player had for LGD Gaming, but they do go for the Taiyan, which has been paired with the Orgren previously and gives so much more sustain, and then that locks in for Niap on the Dharma. That is such a good pick.
Oh, and the pay being hovered at the moment for Musang King. This is a bit of a throwback pick for Musang King. I remember the first game that we had of the Season 2 Invitationals with Musang King. LGD Gaming completely stomped in a few minutes, and Musang King on this pay was like 3 levels ahead, 5,000 gold ahead in like 5 or 6 minutes. It's definitely a pick that he feels comfortable on, but it's going to be super exciting, as you said, on the Cayenne.
Yes, the pay pick. I am not going to get my words all stumbled over each other. I am very much concentrating. Concentrating. Hey.
Come on, test it once. Test it once. Pay, play.
They are playing the pay.
There we go. We did it.
Musang King.
The final day, day 4, we got in the bag.
I'm going home, baby. I'm going home. But here we are getting into map 2 between VKS and LGD Gaming. Again, it is the Brazilian region going against the Malaysian region as well. So plenty of battles to be had here on this best of 5, but I'm looking a lot more confident for VKS in this draft. But on this pay, I did expect this level 1 invade, and it's already taken place on the VKS side.
This is exactly what LGD Gaming did in the Season 2 Invitational with this pick. Musang King invading with this pay. Such a powerful early game hero and has such incredible scaling as well. You have the range, you have the melees, but actually VKS are also trying to look to invade.
But it seems like a little bit of a bait here because they all rotated with finesse. There we are.
Oh, flash in.
Dharma doesn't quite have the skills yet, and Ollie gets the first blood. LGD Gaming JR gets first blood as well, and they're picking up another one, Stu. That is not quite it. It is 2-0 so far for LGD Gaming. They're not stopping there. It is another kill on the board.
Absolute disaster start for VKS. They tried to counter-invade. They knew that Musang King went down to the bot side. They tried to take that Crimson Golem, but they were able to rotate so quickly up until that top side, being able to defend their own invade, getting 3 kills for themselves as well. And this is not the start that VKS were looking for.
No, I think in game 1, it was still quite a while till we got to that 3-0 scoreboard for LGD Gaming, but they're not taking any sort of time here. They are like, hey, we got lunch to attend, we want food, we are going to get this job done quickly. We want to clock in, clock out, and then play the next game, whoever their next victor or victim will be. But just finesse here on the board for LGD Gaming.
And I think it's all to do with LGD also prioritizing the Ali and the Shangfei in the mid lane as well, being able to clear through that mid lane minion wave so quickly and able to rotate. Defend, as I mentioned, the top side of the map in terms of their jungle. It's such a huge thing to be able to do for LGD, and then they just left Jinghong on the Princess Frost down to the bot side to make sure that there was no pressure happening down there. So overall incredible play again from LGD.
Oh yes, we saw that level 1 invade, we saw a counter invade that ended up going into a 3-0 thus far, but there we are, Zhang Fei with the Unbridled Rage coming through, Lung having to get out of there with that ultimate, because once you fly high, you cannot get
They're still
by.
going!
He comes in from behind here, it is going to be a takedown onto Tian, and the Lung once more, so a double kill going over to the mid lane. That is a lot of gold world, baby.
I thought LGD Gaming were going to stop right there. As soon as Long's ultimate comes in, it's like, okay, I'm away to safety. No bothers here as well, but they kept on going. The rotations again from the mid laner and also Mustang King as well. The mobility of this pay pick, being able to just jump around so quickly around the map as we take a look at this replay.
Yes, this STC replay was just highlighting the fact that they knew the destination of this Lung. They was like, we know where you're going to be landing, boy. We are the agency. They're going to find you and track you down. And that's what they did, getting another double kill there. Xiang almost caught out by Danny, but is able to escape with a finesse. So we are getting into that 4-minute mark, Stu, where the Tyrant and the Overlord are getting available and spawning.
VKS can't get anything this game. They're trying so hard to look for surprises in the enemy jungle, in LGD Gaming's jungle, trying to look for picks that they can try and get, but they are finding nothing at the moment. And again, look at this. It's kind of the split pushing of creating pressure in the side lanes. Again, VKS not respecting the side lane pushes. Danny trying to jump in, but Zhongfei is there to protect.
Yes, almost 3.6k gold up, and then more gold going over to LGD Gaming. Just getting the kill up to Niap, and then Miner goes down as well. So another 2 kills going over to the support as well. It's across the board. The aggression on the side of LGD Gaming is crazy. They have got VKS like, please, sir, can I have some more for the resources?
All right, so difficult for VKS at the moment to even walk through their own jungle. LGD Gaming are everywhere this game. The Tyrant gets taken down. Their mid lane tower is potentially going to get taken down. One more auto attack actually needed for the Arlie in the end, but not going to be able to do it. But look at the gold lead. 4,000 gold lead in 5 minutes in this game. Such just clever rotations by LGD Gaming. Just whether they're grouping up as 4, whether they're grouping up as 5, they know where to create pressure, and they understand the game so well. When VKS are on one side of the map, they create pressure on the other sides.
Yeah, when you go against a Titan like the LGD Gaming crew here, you can't hesitate, right? Because if you are hesitating, which is kind of like we see normally a very tamed early game, but they are just not letting up. The T1 going down in the mid lane. Maina once more going down as well. That is 8 kills on the board for LGD Gaming. Seiza maybe getting zoned here. Goes up to the sky. He is not quite retreating yet because we see Lady Sun and Lady Chen starting to come through. And Dharma looking to try and force a fight here. Mustang King looking pretty low. Dharma going in. Is Niap going to get the kill? No. Princess Frost stops him, but JR, I am speechless, Stu. Going straight into their base to claim the kill onto Seiza.
This is pure domination from LGD Gaming. They just don't have a chance, VKS. I mean, again, it's VKS that just... They're not respecting LGD Gaming with how fast they can push down towers, with how quickly they can rotate around the map. VKS are just not keeping up with the tempo at the moment. The early game just went so wrong for them in terms of the invade, trying to get the extra trade-off in terms of the jungle camps, but nothing is working at the moment. A stun tries to come through there for Princess Frost. Maine is just going to escape easily, maybe, with all her mobility. As you can see, so much mobility, being able to jump around, and maybe it's Danny now, the one caught out.
Yes, potential here for the T1 in the Clash lane to go down, and it is looking like that is a comfortable takedown into the Clash lane. VKS still not being able to take a single turret off of LGD Gaming, which is troublesome going into the semifinals, this best of 5. They are already 2 maps in. We're seeing Jia going in from the back line. There is so much going on here. That is a 2-0 trade onto Niap, onto 1. We see Musa King get another kill, and that is a T2 turret takedown. They're chasing the Long. It is a long chase for the Dragon.
Dragon's going to be able to escape, but the Dragon's escaping on the opposite side of the map. LGD Gaming, a high ground tower at 7.5 minutes. We know that the record time at the moment for finishing a game in this tournament is 7 minutes and 40 seconds by the KPO Dream Team. Doesn't look like LGD are going to be getting that record in this tournament, but still, it's just pure domination, pure control over the map as well. And VKS, they only have 1 tower left standing in that bottom side.
I don't think we expected anything different when we saw that pay come through in the draft, right? And I mean, look at this, a gold graph. Well, not gold graph, sorry, the equipment here, 205, he's 6.5k gold. Danny's only on 4, so that's a 2.5k difference in the jungle alone. And it's just really showing here with how much damage Pei is doing, but Pei is an early game hero. But that's normally where VKS get their footing in, but Seiza goes down as well. We are getting the kill onto Niap. That is a 2-0 trade once more. They love their 2-0 trades. They are going for the no-death run on the side of LGD Gaming, and they're at the crystal. 8 minutes in, this is a quicker game 2. Stu, what is going on? VKS just not starting.
LGD Gaming, a flawless run in game number 2. Not a single death and not even a single tower takedown for VKS. They need to go back to the drawing board, and very quickly as well, because LGD are looking to speedrun and steamroll through this semi-final and go all the way into the grand final.
I mean, this is the second semi-finals that they've ever been to on the stage. Obviously, Season 2 Invitational, they got a solid 3-0 victory. They are looking to maintain that reputation for LGD Gaming. And honestly, I feel like this is a more brutal LGD Gaming than we saw from Season 2 Invitational.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, VKS in the meantime was a little bit difficult. They couldn't really go for the invades. But let's head back to the studio and see what the analysts think about that dominating win by LGD Gaming.
Have the advantage on the early game, invade, get the red, and then instead of just running away with your life, you're turning back just to kind of just go and take the battle. Dude, like, you end up in a 0-3 trade in the first minute of the game when you're already 0-1 down.
Yes.
What's going on with them guys?
I feel like LGD did a really good job, LGD Gaming, using Pei as a last pick. Really surprising thing for me. And I feel like versus Outrun, I feel like they got similar clearing jungle rate, but Pei is a little bit faster. Pei, this hero, clean the jungle like it's nothing. And he still have time to go back to his red area and clean his jungle too. At the same time, getting that 3-0
right
in the
here,
early
man.
game. Super crazy. It was a slaughter from the very beginning.
Daniel already got the buff, man. Like, just turn back and they just go to turret. And that's it. Like, you don't need to get the fight in there. But then you just kind of like turn things around and it's just completely against you.
Yep, and I hate to say this, but you know, there's not just the damage across the board from the game. Emotionally, mentally, how they deal with this, they did not manage to take it. I mean, okay, LGD protected their base, no turrets were taken, no deaths were given, and they took a really greedy draft, right? Level 1, we expect the Pei to invade. And you already know it's coming, but it still happened. Now, you're in a 2-0 situation. LGD Gaming full of confidence. How are you going to go up against that?
Read the game, man. I believe that they need to read the game a little bit better. Seems like that first punch from losing the first game hit them so badly that they're still dizzy from that jab, man. Because this second game, it's not the VKS that we are used to watch.
Yeah, I feel like VKS, if they got that first win, they would have been doing a lot better. But the second round, their mentality is a little bit low right now. But compared to LGD Gaming, they're on a roll. They're thriving right now with this composition and have 0 death in this game. Definitely they can have more confidence moving on to the game point match as here in the next match.
Yeah, VKS, a lot of problems to